Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for the introduction, and thanks. I'm glad that you had a first-hand experience with the system I'm showing here. Just a quick introduction, because this isn't actually about our core system. I'm Dr. Richard Fields, the Managing Director of Cellerate. We build automated equipment for battery research, and I'm going to be showing you some of the new pilot scale production equipment that we're making as well. In the work here we've developed, this is mainly traditionally for automating the cell assembly of coin cells and single layer pouches. So we've demonstrated that we can bring significant benefits to the research and development workflow of advanced materials, particularly with our new protocell format. If you're interested in learning more about that, contact me, but I'll show some more things. Particularly at this point now, I'm going to talk about the new equipment we're making and the type of market that we're exploring with it. This is around making batteries which fit the application. Currently, when you design or have an advanced or demanding application, you have to make sure the battery is designed into it. You design around the battery. It's very difficult to get a battery that actually occupies all of the available space in the application. And everyone's looking for more power, more energy, longer lifespan. And the big challenge, and this challenge will persist until what I would say is the end of time, because you're basically, even if you develop advanced chemistries as much as you want, they are going to plateau at some point, and then you just have to fill all of the space that's available with the battery. So we're jumping to that end stage where you can start filling all the space with the battery. Currently, you can make them in cylindricals or rectangular cells, cuboid cells, pouch cells in this case. But we're starting to make cells of different shapes and sizes, and we're doing this at low cost and on demand. So effectively, anyone here can soon log on to our website and then be able to order a custom shaped battery on demand through a generative quoting system. And then we'll do the automated manufacturing in our new facility on demand effectively. So this is making sure that the battery can fit into the application, that you can use all of the available space. And potentially as well, for those of you who are developing new chemistries or wanting to demonstrate new chemistries, you can actually make a cell which on a pilot line fits into the application that you want to demonstrate it in. You don't have to show it on a shelf or in a cycling chamber, an environmental chamber. You can actually put it in the application and demonstrate real world performance with advanced chemistries. We're talking even in solid state batteries or lithium metal anode batteries, we can work with those as well. And to do this, we've started developing and manufacturing equipment for this. We're both building the equipment potentially for sale and building the equipment for internal operation. So we'll be learning and improving the equipment so that we can make the best batteries. But for organizations who want their own capabilities internally, we can also start providing for that. And this is small footprint, laboratory scale equipment that can build custom shaped batteries, and then we're building bigger systems down the road. Here you see the roll-to-roll electrode cutting system and also a stacking system. So yeah, generally that hopefully gives you some ideas and some inspiration of what Cellerate can offer. It's mainly around automated battery research, material development, and now cell production. So we're looking for end users. We want people to reach out to us who are constrained by the batteries they have and want to put advanced chemistries into filling all the space that's available. But also those who are looking to demonstrate new cells using our platform as well. And it might be a route towards early adoption of those cells in low volume quantities where you can actually demonstrate it in the applications. So please reach out to me. Again, I'm Richard Fields. We're based in Manchester in the UK. We are in a range of European projects as well, so don't be afraid. Don't be shy. I know we're not in Europe technically, but we are. So yeah. Okay, that's what I've got. Thank you.
You certainly belong to Europe. I mean, the battery expedition will also hit UK at some point. So, because there are many people and peers that I'm also delighted to talking to, because UK big and there's so much going on. Also, I also had yeah. Anyways, we don't have so much time, but because I have a question. You mentioned you also work on different chemistries. So, are you also processing lithium metal with this?
Yeah, so we've learned from the core system that we developed where we're handling lithium metal already for making single layer pouches and single layer cells, and we've taken the same technology and applied it in a roll-to-roll processing. So we've handled lithium metal that's been deposited on copper foil, like 20 micron lithium metal
Mhm.
usually. We haven't yet handled pure lithium metal. That's
Okay.
yet to come.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, but interesting to note, because if we look down the road from the applicational point of view, I think aviation and things like that, or space are the fields where those free-form batteries would probably hit the market first, because performance is matters way over the price.
Yeah.
Um, so in that regard, is there a question from the crowd? Just to Okay, so Max, you have one, I guess.
Yes, I have one. Thank you. Um, Richard, very interesting. When I saw your first slide, I thought, ah, yeah, cool. That is like a design for like laboratory research, maybe produce cells on a lab scale. But then after this, you mentioned that if I have an application with a certain need, of course, we are talking about niche markets. That's clear. But did I understood it correctly? First part of the question that I can use your equipment to really produce cells for a real application. And if that is correct, could you maybe comment what is your production volume you
Ah,
can you can
yeah, sure.
generate?
Sure. So yes, you can make batteries for real applications. They can be integrated into packs and modules and packs. We don't do that part here. We don't develop the BMS, but we can do that. We have partners for it. Currently, the volume is about, or the production rate is about 1,000 cells a week that we're
Oh,
targeting for it. With reconfigurability under a day for different shapes and sizes, so we can turn it around quite quickly. This is leveraging a lot of free advances in 3D printing effectively.
okay. Yeah, Richard, thank you very much. I think this is an early topic that is emerging more and more within the next years. So we'll see how your company and the offers you make will grow. With
Hopefully,
that, I thank you for the presentation, and I think we head over to the next pitch. Max, would you like to introduce it?
Yes, I really would like, but actually I've one question left just as a
Okay.
curiosity from a network perspective. And Richard, maybe if you can't disclose it, that's of course all right. But I like this idea of like helping of finding niche markets where you just can't use these really scaled and very cheap cells, but you need something else. Do you have already customers using your application for exactly what what you described there?
we
And
we have
maybe
a
which markets could be interesting for this application?
so we have trials with an eVTOL manufacturer where they needed a sort of like a trapezoidal shaped battery where we've built the cells for this quite early stage. But yeah, we're looking to scale this up throughout the next year and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to show more with the partners we've got in the works. But it's interesting to find where the need actually is. There are so many unique applications, even across medical, aerospace. It's all over the place, like where you need a very specific shape battery, or the application is actually even enabled by being able to have a battery of that energy density or that power in there. Like you can do whole new things with this.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking about like aerospace as well as a very suitable market niche for yourself. And yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're working on that already. Yeah, then it's already time to
There's
introduce
one last
our
question, Max. Let
one
us
more
take this one
question.
as well. If they are working together with UK Big.
Uh, No, we don't. Do I have a motorcycle company? No, I don't have a motorcycle company. I can only imagine that might be
Oh,
one
no, to
big one up
donut
in
pens.
Finland or wherever they are. But we are working on technologies which I think will blow them out the water. We are working with the UK BIC. We have maybe 35 partner or customer sites across the world in Europe, USA. now in Japan, South Korea.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we've got the interesting thing is that we have a lot of exposure to state-of-the-art technologies from our customer base, and so we can quickly take on pre-pilot production roles and put them into our systems. So it's quite interesting.